For advertisers of any size on Amazon, driving a single sale is just the beginning. For most, the goal quickly becomes how to scale success efficiently. I'm Brian Westbrook with GeekWire Studios. We've partnered with Amazon Ads to hear from advertisers who are turning these strategies into real performance gains.
E-commerce is constantly changing, and we're a little bit of a new department at Michelin. And so when we're able to take that data and learn about our consumers, learn how they want to have ads come to them, how they want to learn about our company or what our offerings are, then we can take that and kind of rebuild or redesign how we go to market. If they type in the word tire, for example, just a broad category keyword, then we want to make sure that BF Goodrich, for example, comes up at the top for sponsored brands or sponsored products. Once they click on that product description page, if that product is a bit too expensive for them, or maybe they're looking for something different, we have other brands like Michelin or Uniroyal, and we can try to keep them in the family. So what we'll do is say, all right, we're going to place ads for our other similar products that could fit this vehicle at the top or the bottom of the page. So the ability to have that additional ad placement outside of just the results page and within a product description page is huge. We've seen great ROI on that, and a lot of consumers end up kind of double checking their work and clicking on those other products and then converting.
Sales are the obvious and ultimate proof point, and so I will preach sales all day long, but I would be remiss to not talk a little bit about incrementality. I think, Amazon Marketing Cloud, AMC, has done us a lot of justice in understanding how some of the changes in our strategy are driving conversions. And, ROAS is obviously a really important metric, as is CAC and all these other buzzwords that you hear at ShopTalk. But I like to look at a mix of metrics and not just focus on one or two, because sometimes for us, we'll have a brand with really high ROAS, and I come to them and say, hey guys, I think that we might be underinvesting. And so if you focus on too many of these buzzy, KPIs, you kind of miss the bigger picture. And so it's a mixture.
A lot of talk lately has been about pulling in a brand's own first-party data into Amazon Marketing Cloud, right? So we did that, and the other best practice is using Performance Plus, as well as the DSP, to drive traffic to the D2C site, right? The client in this case study actually wanted to know, number one, do shoppers buy on our website first and then go to Amazon? And by the way, how many shoppers go between both Amazon and the client's website? And oh, by the way, is there a conversion rate increase if they're going back and forth, right? The question a lot of brands have is, are people shopping our website and still buying at Amazon, right? And we were able to do this case study. The outcome was there was a 5.6x increase in conversion rate when the shopper was overlapped, meaning they bought at both destinations.
Well, specific to Amazon ads, we look at a multitude of things. So number one, we want to look at both total market impact and the impact to Amazon. And that's important because every dollar we spend has to work towards driving, growth for our organization as well as for Amazon, right? So it's a multi-pronged approach. There's no one approach to it. The first thing that I always look at is the Amazon impact, right? So what is not just the last touch, but also Amazon Marketing Cloud is an extraordinary tool to help us understand cost per acquisition, how do we optimize our buys, what is the customer lifetime value, so that we're not just focusing on that last touch and truly driving the right impact to Amazon. And then secondly, total market. For better or for worse, we are an ROI organization, so we really want to focus on how do we drive the highest ROI for total market, but also looking at the Amazon ads features in particular and what that drives for us, and then optimizing those together to balance the impact to Amazon as well as total market.
The nice thing is we can see all the way through, so we know that we're being successful when we have a positive share of voice positioning. We know that we're successful on looking at the Amazon platform if we are improving our organic rankings. But then we can also clearly see that that transaction piece where we really want to make sure that our investments are driving performance, volume, moving the needle in the right direction, helping us compete, but actually getting into the hands of consumers who are in need.
Whether you're just starting out with Amazon ads or are an established enterprise brand, you can see that understanding and maximizing ROI and driving efficient growth is on everyone's mind. To learn more about how Amazon ads can help you reach your goals, click the link below. and we'll see you next time.